Treasury stocks when the stock corporation buys its own stocks from the stock exchange market. يعني الشركة هي بتشتري أسهمها من البورصة حسب سعر السوق في البورصة في الوقت ده، تشتريها زي ما أي حد بيشتريها، كأنها بتسحبها من السوق تاني. تشتري تريجري ستوكس وبتدفع تمنها كاش. These are stocks bought by the issuing corporation from the stock market. ايه السبب اللي يخلي الستوك كوربريشن تشتري الأسهم بتاعتها من السوق؟ Reasons for buying treasury stocks. For one or more of the following reasons. يعني مش شرط سبب واحد، ممكن يكون سبب واحد أو أكتر من الأسباب اللي احنا هنشرحها دلوقتي. أول حاجة cancellation of these stocks and deduction from capital. In this case, the owner's equity is decreased by the book value of the stocks and close the treasury stocks. يعني ممكن بتشتريها عشان تكنسلها، تلغيها، عايزة تشيلها deduction from capital، يعني عايزة تشيلها من رأس المال، عايزة تقلل الأونرز equity، عايزة تقلل رأس المال. ممكن تكون عايزة تقلل رأس المال عشان ما عندهاش فرص لاستثمار رأس المال ده، فعايزة تقلل رأس المال. طب تقلل رأس المال ازاي؟ تسحب الأسهم اللي هي كانت عملت لها issuance، تسحبها تاني، عكس انها عملت لها issuance انها تشتريها، فتشتريها حسب سعرها في السوق في الوقت اللي هي قررت تشتريها فيه. The second reason, reissuance as bonus for managers and employees of the corporation. Maybe the corporation would like to buy these shares to give them as bonus to employees. Instead of giving the employees cash as bonus, then the corporation decides to give them shares. The corporation, instead of giving the cash to the employees, would use the cash to buy the stocks from the stock exchange market as treasury stocks and give it as bonus to employees. And by this, the corporation is gaining the loyalty of employees because now they became stockholders, they became owners in the corporation, not just employees. يعني ممكن تكون الشركة من هدفها من التريجري ستوكس إنها بدل ما تدي فلوس للموظفين كبونس، الفلوس دي اللي هي كانت هتديها لهم بونس بتشتري بيها أسهم من السوق، بتديلهم أسهم، فبكده هي ادت للموظفين الأسهم، فأصبح الموظفين دلوقتي ستوك هولدرز، فده بيخليهم يشتغلوا باهتمام أكتر ويبقى عندهم ولاء للشركة اللي هما بيشتغلوا فيها. To support the current market price of the stocks. When the corporation buys its own stocks from the stock exchange market, it creates demand on the shares, and this demand would cause the rise of the price of the stocks. يعني لما الشركة بتشتري أسهمها من البورصة، ده بيعمل طلب على الأسهم، بيؤدي إلى إن السعر ممكن يزيد، بيدعم السعر في السوق. Another reason, desire to increase the earnings per share, because the treasury stocks purchased by the corporation from the stock exchange market will not receive profits distribution. No profit will be distributed to these shares, so the profits will be distributed to less number of shares, so the earnings per share would increase. ممكن من ضمن الأسباب إنها عايزة ترفع ربحية السهم. عدد الأسهم لما يقل، الأرباح هتتوزع على أسهم أكتر على أسهم أقل، فبالتالي الربح بتاع السهم يكون أكتر. لما الأرباح تتوزع على عدد أسهم قليل، ربح السهم يبقى أعلى. نقلل الأسهم اللي في السوق إزاي اللي هيتوزع عليها أرباح؟ من خلال إن هي بتشتري أسهمها من التريجري ستوكس. Treasury stocks may be reissued. النقطة بقى دي هي المهمة بالنسبة لنا في المسائل. This point is very important while we are solving the exercises. The following illustration. When the corporation buys its own stocks and reissue these stocks, if they are reissued for more than the cost of purchasing them, then the corporation realized the profit. But in case they were reissued at loss, less than the cost, the corporation realized a loss. Of course, the corporation wouldn't like to realize a loss. when the corporation buys treasury stocks, the corporation hopes that these treasury stocks maybe will be reissued later on at a higher price to make gains from this reissuance. But we cannot be sure. Maybe the corporation would have to reissue these treasury stocks at a price less than the cost. But maybe we are having profit or loss. If we are having profit, additional paid in capital on treasury stocks, the additional paid in capital on treasury stocks would be credited for profit. But if we are having loss, the additional paid in capital on treasury stocks would be debited for that loss. What are the limitations of treasury stocks? No voting rights. These treasury stocks that the corporation repurchased from the market and now they are kept with the corporation as treasury stocks, they do not have a voting right. They are not entitled to receive dividends. They are not going to receive any profits distribution. Dividends means profit distribution. No profits distributed to treasury stocks. Not included in the calculation of outstanding shares. And this point is very important. The treasury stocks will be included when we are counting the issued shares. We say that these shares are issued. As long as they are not cancelled, then they are considered as issued shares. But they are not outstanding. They are not outstanding in the market. يعني غير متداولة، مش متداولة في السوق. Do not exercise rights as shareholders. The rights of shareholders, the rights of stockholders that we studied in the introduction. If you remember, we said the rights of the shareholders is to vote for the board of directors, to receive dividends if we are having dividend distribution, and they share in assets in case of liquidation. All these rights for shareholders are not for treasury stocks. يعني التريجري ستوكس دي اللي الشركة بتشتريها من السوق ما بيبقاش عندها الحقوق بتاعة الأسهم اللي لسه متداولة في السوق. ما عندهمش voting right، ما عندهمش حق في إن هم ياخدوا أرباح، وكل الحقوق بتاعة الشير هولدرز اللي احنا خدناها في الانترودكشن مش بتنطبق عليه.